I have the perfect recipe to make for someone you love for Valentine's Day or pretty much any day. And let me tell you something. Maybe that person that you love is your very own self, because you can make these for yourself. I do all the time, but they're really beautiful to give away. And they're pecan mocha truffles. And they're fabulous candy, and they look beautiful, and they seem so special, but they're super easy to make, and they're a little bit better for you, because that's how I roll, right? But I really firmly believe in BYOV, be your own Valentine. So if you want to make them for yourself anytime, Valentine's Day or whenever, I highly recommend it. So it starts off with a few graham crackers. So 3 full sheets of graham crackers. And I like to crush up a few more just by hand to have handy on the side, because sometimes the mixture comes out a little too wet and you need a little more graham cracker crumbs. So I do recommend doing that. But anyway, I start off with 3 full sheets of graham crackers, which by the way have whole grain in them, and they're low in sugar relatively, so that's nice. And then some toasted pecans. So a cup of toasted pecans, and I just toast them in a dry skillet, or you can do it in the oven, 350, or a dry skillet for like 3 to 5 minutes until they're nice and fragrant. It really brings out the flavor of the nuts in such a way, it's so worth the extra step, let me tell you. So that and some dates, a 1/4 cup of just chopped dates. I like to give them a little coarse chop just to get them started. But all of that goes into the food processor, and then I process it just until it's all crushed up and almost the color of the texture of sand. It's that easy. So to that beautiful, flavorful sand, I'm going to add a tablespoon of cocoa powder, just unsweetened cocoa powder. A little coffee, because I said it's mocha, right? So mocha is chocolate and coffee. So just like some strong coffee that you just brewed up, maybe in a shot of espresso, just a tablespoon. A couple of tablespoons of maple syrup. So you'll notice the dates sweeten this in part, and that is not considered added sugar because you're getting all the fiber and all the nutrients from the dates. And then maple syrup is an added sugar, but it's unrefined. So it does have minerals and some positive attributes to it nutritionally as well. Plus it has that amazing maple flavor that is unsurpassable in my opinion. If you're not into maple, you could totally use honey here as well. Okay, a little vanilla, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a little salt, because that just heightens everything. And then I'm going to give that another whir to bring it all together and decide if I need a little bit more of the crumbs. I think this is perfect, you guys. Then what you do is you put some wax paper onto a pan, and you roll this mixture into balls. I'm just going to show you a couple of them here. And sometimes you might need to wet your hands if they start to get super sticky. But that's how easy it is to do. That's how they turn out. I'll do one more. And then you dip them in chocolate. So I just have some melted dark chocolate here. And you know what? You can melt it if you want. You could melt it in a double boiler, or you can just put it in the microwave in like 20 to 30-second bursts. I just take one of the little balls and I put it into the chocolate and just use 2 forks to kind of roll it around. Like so, and put it back on the tray. So I do that with all of them. Now it makes about 12 altogether. I'm not gonna show you all 12, but because you get the idea here. So just roll it around in that chocolate, put it on the tray, and then stick the tray in the fridge for about 20 minutes to set. And this is how they come out. Ooh la la, they're so beautiful. And they are so delicious. I started eating one already over here before. I'm gonna eat this one again. They're so good. I'm gonna be my own Valentine. Okay, maybe I'll share. Maybe I'll share with someone. Maybe I'll package them up, put a ribbon on it and give it to my husband as a treat. I know he loves them. And I think you're gonna love them too. So, pecan mocha truffles. I hope you make them. Enjoy. So good. Here's another sweet treat I think you'll really enjoy. If you like this recipe, like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. And drop a comment below to let me know what you want to see next.